Hello, I'm glennmain, and here is my new song Calima Warning. And after the music video, I'm going to explain how I made the music and why I made the music. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little live stream music video. It was actually a live stream we did as a release party for the EP. Anyway, I guess you're here because you want to know how and why I made Calima Warning. Calima is actually a weather condition in Spain. That's sandstorm from the Sahara Desert, and the sand and the particles is blowing with the wind all over the sea and all the way to Canary Island, and that leaves us with a quite dusty and sandy air. It's very it's not life-threatening, but it's very dangerous to go outside and breathe these particles and dust and sand and everything. Anyway, that's the reason why I had to stay in my hotel room most of the time when I was on the gig in Canary Island in February. I was there for 1 month, and I think it was 15 or 16 of those days I had to stay inside. I just had to go to the gig in the evening with a cover for my nose and my mouth and do my gig and get back to the hotel room. So what you do when you're all stuck in a hotel room? Well, what I do, I make music. I always, when I travel, I always bring with me some equipment. Of course, I have my MacBook Pro that you can see here in my studio, and I have my little sound card. I really love this sound card. It's really, really, really good, and it's easy travel. And of course, I used my Arturia key step for this one. I also have some other MIDI keyboards, but this is the actual one that I brought with me to Spain when I did the gig. And of course, my headset. I just love the headset. So I recorded everything in my hotel room in Spain. Of course, when I got back, I mixed it and did the final touch on it here in my studio. But I will show you on my laptop how I made it. So I'm here with my Nuendo 12, and here is where the magic happens. As I told you, I used my keystep keyboard for all the recordings, but I of course did some mixing and fixing when I got to my studio. Not so much fixing, but mostly mixing. Okay, anyway, here is the sounds. I started with this sound because I missed my Juno 106 or Juno X. So I had this Tal Juno LX plugin. Yeah, now you see my, it's a bit messy window maybe, but if you hear, you understand what I'm doing anyway, I hope. Okay, so this is the Tal Juno LX. And I was inspired to do Juno factory sounds. So I used this synthesizer harp sound. That's the sound actually. And of course I put on my Galactic Revervb. I just love this one because it's magic. It's this one, this reverb. Just listen to this tail, it's magic. And I also put on some ping pong delay. I love delays and reverbs, as you know. So it's in time with the song, of course. So that's the main sound that I use, and I just play these chords and tried lots of things, and I just ended up with I think it's kind of simple. It's not a chord even. It's just 3 notes. Okay, so that was my main thing. So I recorded that first, actually, all the way through. So as you can hear, I don't play it. It's not the same sequel all the time. It changes because I played it like in one take with this solo thing. I didn't do it in one take. I did several takes, but I didn't play the same every time. That was the point. Okay, anyway, so that was the solo part. And I also started the whole thing with this arpeggiator. Oops, maybe I should turn it on. So that's from the Sylenth one. This is my really go-to plugin. I use it a lot. So this is and as you can hear, I'm panning it. I put on a panner, auto panner. It's really cool. This one, because then it moves from side to side, as you can hear. Really cool, and of course with the Galactic Revervb again, of course, and some stereo ping pong delay. So this is without any effects. It's a very plain ARP. I think that when I was locked in my hotel room, I was constantly playing with the reverbs and because I get very inspired by just playing with reverbs on my sounds. Okay, so that was the ARP, and I also did some effects on this track. This is coming from the Omnisphere. That's also one of my really go-to synths. So this sound is Breath of Life. You can hear that. It's a very nice sound. Also from the Omnisphere, I'm using the bass. It's a very sub bass. And I also have a pad as well from the Omnisphere. Yeah, so that's basically it. And when it comes to the second round, I add also a sound on the top on my solo. Oops, maybe like this. So this, yeah, just to get the extra lift on the last part, we have to talk about the drums. I am a big fan of the good old drums. It says the CR78, but that's not right. It's actually the Spark playing the micro pops drum set. So this is not right, it's the micro pop. I will fix it. Micro pop. It's not spelled right, but that's not matter. Okay, so plays like this. Hi-hat. This toms. Yeah, and the very familiar sound from this this one. So this is also added some reverb and echo. And then I added snare drum. And this is dry, of course. This is, I also added a hand clap. Pitch it down, as you can hear. And the kick is from the Lindrum. And just to get a very nice groove on it, I put on some Indian tabla things. This one. It's really cool. Together sounds like this. Yeah, and then I piano. So that's actually the whole song. If you have any more questions on what plugins I use or hardware stuff I use, just leave a comment in the comment field. Of course, on this one I didn't use any hardware at all because I only used the plugins I brought with me on my MacBook when I was in Spain. So there you have it, Calima Warning explained for you.